Recorded live with little or no editing, it's Defense Up. I'm Run7. How you doing? Today we're going over CronicLung's defense. Now, CronicLung doesn't know that they're on Defense Up because one of their alliance mates sent this defense in. If you want to trash talk your friends' alliance, your alliance mates and all that stuff, be sure to send me the links in Discord or the pics in Discord. I'll blow them up and we'll give them a terrible grade and we can all laugh at what they're throwing up on defense. Kind of like this. We grade on 5 different criteria. It's who you're using, their placement, their power levels, their ISOs, and what kind of mood I'm in. I hate the old school Doc Ock Sinister Six team, especially when it's lopsided, because you can so easily build up speed and crush this team. However, not many of us are running Axemen or Symbiotes on offense anymore, and it's kind of a waste. So it may not be such a bad idea to throw this in here. It's one of those things. It's like the old Asgardians. If you throw them up right now, some people are like, they don't have the right stuff on offense to take that team out anymore because we haven't seen it in so long. I still hate this team though. Skirmisher on Mysterio is correct. Striker on Electro, that's okay. I kind of like Skirmisher there too, but whatever. Let's do Raider on Swarm, and Raider on Rhino is probably the way to go. You also want to put Rhino adjacent to Doc Ock so that if Rhino is blinded, he will cleanse Doc Ock and the rest of them. Helps when blind comes into this team. Honestly, as a chunk team, you shouldn't waste your time building up the Sinister Six team. I think there's ways around what they are used for in the whole unlocking stuff, or you could just skip the characters that they unlocked. They're not really that useful anymore. But Doc Ock can still be used places and used for things, so I would rather see him on a different team. I don't like the ISOs you're using. I don't like the placement you're using. I don't like the power levels of this team. I don't like anything about it. I'm going to fail this team. Forget it. Let's move on. All right. Here is Asgard, the heroes of Asgard. We have Fortifier on Sif. I'm told that at lower levels, we shouldn't bother with Fortifier, but I don't know. I kind of like her as a Fortifier at any level. She's also good as a Raider. The whole team really should be Raider as you build them up, but Sif is better as a Fortifier when she gets real big, I guess. That's what I'm told. That's what I'm told. So we want Fortifier, Raider, 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 and you have Fortifier, Skirmisher, Striker, Raider, Raider. So let's build up the power levels on the two new girls. Let's change the ISOs on Thor and Heimdall. And then the placement is kind of horrific. We should be moving. I don't know. Let's put Thor to the outside and put Valkyrie next to Sif, I guess. Try and break it up a little bit. You just don't want that clump of three. Those three on the right are kind of important targets, and you can hit all three at once. But your power levels are the most detrimental part of this. You need to get the gear on those Asgardians. You're going to be using them in the Scourge, so don't fret. Take them up to gear tier, probably 14 at least. That's a good place to stop. And switch those ISOs. Give it a placement tweak. I'm going to give this team a C as it is. All right, so we have a Fantastic Four Gamma team. You've got some synergy with She-Hulk and the Fantastic Four members. You've got Mr. Fantastic, who gives a counter assist thing to his teammates, which is only really going to be She-Hulk and Invisible Woman. This is something to do if you don't have Abomination unlocked, which is kind of weird because I've got Abomination unlocked, but I don't have Brawn unlocked, so whatever. Get Abomination in here. He's nuts. He's really good. And then you can use a lot of different people as the fifth. I do not like Dormammu as a fifth for the Gamma team, but let's get more of a Gamma team and less of a Fantastic Four. Let's see. Striker on Hulk. I'm told that's what's the hot sauce, man. He doesn't have a great basic, but he's taking a lot of turns and doing a lot of damage, so people are making him a striker and getting that assist damage out of him. Mr. Fantastic should probably be, I guess if Invisible Woman's on here and she's a skirmisher, then Mr. Fantastic should be a striker, but I kind of like Mr. Fantastic as a skirmisher on his team, but his team's old. She-Hulk is a skirmisher. Yeah, I like that. And Brawn is a skirmisher. Yeah, I like that. That's good. So the ISOs are good. The placement is not great. Let's swap places with, let's get all the Gamma on one side and She-Hulk, or an Invisible Woman and Mr. Fantastic on the other side. It's probably a better placement. You want She-Hulk and Hulk to the left side taunting, then Brawn, then your Fantastic Four members. But get Mr. Fantastic out of here. Get Abomination up and running. I know we don't have a lot of control over that because that's a funky release method we had on him. All right, I'm gonna give you a B plus on this team. I really don't like Mr. Fantastic in here. I think there are a lot better choices. I don't think Invisible Woman's a great choice here either. So that's probably my only real problem with this team. And take She-Hulk up to 14. You might as well. Let's see here. This is a Hydra team. You put in Kingpin on this, and Kingpin does not have the Hydra tag. I don't know why you have Kingpin in here. Kingpin just got his rework. People are saying he's the new Red Guardian. I guess I'd have to play around with him to know if that rework is why you put him in here, but I don't really like it. I would rather you put Zemo in here instead of Kingpin. That's going to make this team a lot better. I'd rather you not use Winter Soldier and Crossbones. I think those are terrible characters, and using minions at any level is a better choice than using big Winter Soldier or Crossbones. They're gross. I don't like them. Yeah, change who you're using and put those minions in there, and then put Fortifier on almost everybody, because then the minions die and revive with a little more barrier, and that's more fun than whatever Winter Soldier tries to do. Winter Soldier should probably be a skirmisher if you're going to use him, and Crossbones should probably be a raider if you're going to use him, but I don't know, because I don't use them. I don't even look at their kits because they're garbage. Get them out of here. I don't know what Kingpin is yet, because he's too new, and honestly, at this power level, I don't think he's going to be all that great. He did just get reworked, but look to that Underworld team or pieces of it before you start just trying to stick Kingpin in one spot or another. There are going to be a lot of videos coming out probably today and tomorrow about the Underworld team and how to use pieces in certain hybrids. I'm hearing a lot of people getting excited about that team after all, because they're finding some really cool theory crafting stuff to do with the pieces of it. So let's watch for that. For me, this is nothing exciting. I'm going to go C- on this team. And over here we have Dormhold. I think Dormhold is one of the, or Darkhold is one of the best places for Dormammu to go. So good, but also I like the idea of spreading out the defensive capabilities of your roster. So maybe putting Dormammu on an unlimited team instead, and then keeping Darkhold, because Darkhold is a very tough team. Only having that new Underworld counter, which, why does a mob boss counter the Darkhold? Like, that just, it doesn't seem weird. Whatever. Anyway, you have Agatha calling an assist from absolutely no one. Change that up. Put her next to either swap places with Dormammu and Wong, or swap places with Dormammu and MLF. You have MLF as a striker, so I suggest that swap there. So she's calling MLF for that assist and doing tons of crazy damage, and MLF healing on that assist. Raider, striker on the last ones. Okay, you have 2 people putting out vulnerables, 3 people soaking them up. I don't really like that so much, but what else are you gonna do? Dormammu is a striker through and through. You don't have any other changes to make here. So I really don't like the placement of this team, but everything else is really good. I'm going to go with a B on that. Team number 6 is the Mercs with Doom and Shuri. Now, Killmonger is on that Underworld team, and he got reworked, and he slaps. I'm really excited about that rework. He's fast, he hits hard, he's just doing a great job. So don't underestimate this defense or versions of it. The Mercs be making a comeback, especially Merc teams that don't use too many of the Mercs. Let's see. Doom on here is... it's okay. I think there's better things to do. I would rather see Shuri and Killmonger on here, giving Taskmaster that much more speed. It's a better composition. Doom's okay in here, but this one's beat pretty easily by the Shadowlands team, so maybe think about putting Doom elsewhere. Healer and Fortifier on your Mercs with Striker on Taskmaster. If you're gonna not use the Striker Skirmisher combo, then you should consider making Taskmaster either a Skirmisher or a Raider, depending on what kind of build you want to go. But you're kind of wasting him as a Striker here. He's being called for an assist, but he's not putting out a vulnerable, and he's not getting the triple tap combo off of whoever's calling him out, or whoever he calls out, however that works. So I think the Taskmaster should be a different ISO. I think you should use somebody other than Doom, but other than that, I think your placement... oh, you know what? Swap places with Shuri and Doom, or get Doom out in the middle, because you want Doom to take damage and get sped up a little bit faster. That might be something to do. But I do like that your Merc minions are in the middle, because they have adjacent tendencies. It could use a little bit of work, but it's not too bad. I'm going to give you a B. 7 is the Heroes for Hire. We have Fortifier, Striker, Skirmisher, Healer, Raider. I think Iron Fist should be something other than a healer because everything that goes into this team uses ability block and he kind of gets wasted. But his heals are huge, and if they do pop off, it can really frustrate an opponent. So I'm going to go A- on this team. Yeah, let's go A- on this team. That's okay. Everything else is fine here. And number 8 is your Young Avengers. It's a straight up Young Avenger team. You have Ms. Marvel in the corner, which I don't like, but whatever. You're speeding up Kate Bishop and Echo. I like those choices for who's being sped up. You have all strikers and 1 skirmisher. We are now coming into this resistance meta, so you need to change Kate Bishop to a skirmisher because those blinds won't stick if you don't. You could use Echo as a raider. I see a lot of people doing that. And then changing Squirrel Girl to a healer if that's the case. You don't have to make those changes. I do really recommend the skirmisher on K Bishop. I think that one's really the way to go. I don't like Miss Marvel on the corner. Some people do, some people don't. I'm going to go A- for the team. Team number 9 is the New Warriors with Red Guardian and Black Bolt. Normally people go Yo-Yo and Black Bolt for a combo, but you're going Red Guardian and Black Bolt. I kind of like that because it draws that early taunt on Red Guardian right here, and it makes it harder to go into this team and ability block Cloak and kill Dagger and all the things that you need to do. You have the offense up from Dagger going to the correct people, although you could have it go on Black Bolt. Black Bolt with offense up is pretty darn scary. You just said, but I mean, Deathpool with offense up is pretty darn scary as well. Your choice there. Let's see, Skirmisher. That's kind of weird. I like a Skirmisher Striker combo on Cloak and Dagger, but you want those negative effects to stick. The other choice is to go Raider on Dagger for the big crit damage. If she blows up, man, she just destroys everybody. So I don't like the ISO choice on Dagger, but Striker, and Healer on the rest of them is pretty good. You're going to have plenty of vulnerables coming out because Cloak and Dagger put out vulnerables through their kit. They're the only people that do that. It's really kind of neat. And then, of course, you have them both as skirmishers. So you're getting lots of vulnerables out there for the other 2 strikers to work off of. I'm going to go A-. It doesn't offend me too much that you have Dagger as a skirmisher, but I think she should be a raider or a striker. Team number 10 is the Web Warriors. You got Miles in the corner. What the heck, man? This is a very simple team to use. You just put Miles in the middle or in the back row, and he divides the team with his stealth. When you put him off to the corner, you're not doing anything with his stealth. His stealth breaks up chain attacks. It causes people to have to choose different targets when what they really want to. That's why I like him in the back row, because it presents a crappy 3-piece target. And then you can like protect, like if you were to swap places with Ghost and Miles, I would love it because then you could single target Ghost or you could triple target the other 3 or something else. And it presents a tough choice for your opponent to go into. But I don't like Miles in the corner there. I would like to see OG as a skirmisher. People are switching over Spider-Punk to a striker now because you need that extra damage tap off of him. Skirmisher on Ghost Spider. Yeah, okay, I guess. I mean, that's a choice. I mean, coming from the guy that runs Healer on Scarlet Spider, I guess. The placement is what really offends me the most on this team with Miles, so get that changed. I'm gonna go B- on that Web Warrior team instead. All right, this has been CronicLung's Defense Up video. If you want your Defense Up featured, please find the links in the description below. Send me 3 screenshots, not 2, but 3 of your defense. I will put you on the list, and you too can have your teams made fun of or inaccurately reviewed. Because, hey, I do make mistakes, and that's why I have chat yelling at me in all caps to try and get it straight. Hit that like and subscribe button for more content, guys, and I will see you next time. Don't just have a good game, be good to yourselves and others too. Bye.